Shalane. Shalane. Sienna, good morning. Good morning, guys. Dan the man, good morning, brother. Shalane, Sienna. I'll show you what Rebecca sent me. I wish I was built like that again. Good morning, Gail Ann. That's not the only one she sent. Let me see. Oh my God, this is one. Oh Lord, that's cute. Hey, Fred Kaiser, what's up, brother? It is 70 degrees out. I went outside to check on my babies, my plants, and it's cold. It's cool out. It's too cool to be in the water, even for me. I don't mind the cold, but I don't want to get sick. It's chilly out. If you're in New Jersey, you know what I'm saying. That one is even better. Shalane, Rebecca's funny. Cowbells are cool. Oh man. Anyway, Rebecca's a sweetheart. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning to Jonathan Barr. Good morning, guys. So today's the 8th of June, 6:04 a.m. Did you guys hear about this meteor called Apophis? I think it means destruction in Greek. I got some dry skin, sorry. It's called Apophis. There. And it's supposed to come by very close to Earth in 2029. Did you hear about this? No. Apophis. I don't know. It is the 8th of June, Monday morning, 6:05 a.m. I just got this in the mail from New Jersey Motor Vehicle. How much does it cost you guys to renew your registration in the states that you live? In New Jersey, do you play the drums? I don't. Well, I have played the drums before, and I was pretty good, but I've never been taught, or I've never learned really how to do the drums. Jerry time with coffee with Jerry. So I have my vehicle registration here. I want to know how much your vehicle registrations are. This one is costing me $71.50. And it's only good for a year. Your vehicle registration is only good for a year. So you got to pay $71 a year to keep your car going, huh? See. Right, where is it? Oh. $71.50. And it expires August 31st. My Mazda CX-5. So $71.50. Is that not that I'm complaining like, $71 isn't going to kill me. I'm just saying, is it less expensive or more expensive in your states to register or renew your vehicle every year? Because my impression is that since New Jersey, we pay high taxes overall, that the cost for such things as vehicle registration is low. So $71 isn't very high. The more rural states that you guys are from, do you pay more for your registration? I heard like $200, $300 because your taxes aren't that high. Judge Dredd says it's more than $1,000 where he comes from. God, the government really sticks it to us, doesn't it? What, you just want to register your vehicle, it's $1,000. Stacy says, who knows? Gail Ann says hers was $145. That's the minimum amount. And I'm not complaining about $71. I don't think that's high. I do know that for states that are not as expensive to live in as New Jersey, that's why you live in New Jersey. You pay high taxes, but for all this little shit, you're not nickel and dimed. I understand in the more rural states that you guys pay more for things like that. It's only $20 in Georgia, $50 where custom builds come from, $37 in Florida, $151 in Illinois. Well, I guess Illinois is rural, but except for Chicago. Stacy Soul says, peace in today. You know, you guys, I am so, I'm not an empath or anything like that. I don't profess to be anything. You know, I'm a big mush, but I'm overwhelmed with the state of affairs right now on our planet. It's just, I'm so disappointed in humanity. Oh my God. How do the Republicans vote for the shit that they vote for and hold their heads up? I don't get it. I hope the aliens come soon and get full disclosure. I believe they're here watching us. Oh, Lord. So it is 6:09 a.m. on the 8th of June. It is a gray, cool morning here in New Jersey. And I am just sitting here with you guys, having a cup of coffee. Having a cup of coffee with my friends. You know, everybody should really be boycotting CBS. I don't know his name, Scott Pelley. He was a reporter. I've always liked this guy. He's a reporter for 60 Minutes. CBS fired him because he refused to lie to the American public. Our media is controlled, so, you know, we already know that, but I think we should boycott CBS and the NFL. That's it. That's what I think. Judge Dredd said, I'm sorry, Judge. I'm sorry. Did that really hurt your eardrum? I'll do it later. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, Dan the Man says, Scott Pelley told the truth. How dare he? The nasty woman, I want to call her the B word, but it's not respectful because I love the women on this platform. But she is a real B. And she runs CBS now, right? She's a nasty woman. She wanted them to redo the 60 Minutes piece to show that Renee Good stepped in front of the vehicle and caused her own death. She wanted 60 Minutes to say that to us and lie right to us. It's all propaganda to support the assholes around this guy. Anyway, I like Scott Pelley. I really did. I didn't realize he's only 5 years older than me. I hope in another life I do what I feel like I should do. When I was in college, after I went to the academy and went to school again for business, I studied economics and marketing. I don't know why. It was the 80s. It was stupid. I'm a more of an art, radio, television, film. I love to write. I think that should have been I should have went and did that. I should have been more of a journalist, reporter, news anchor, something like that. Economics and marketing, like who gives a shit? I hate accounting. Can't stand it. My dad was an accountant. Good guy. Finance. Jared, everything runs on money. Got it. Money doesn't, numbers don't lie. Oh, anyway, good morning, everybody. Benny McClure says, move to Mississippi. I live cheap, no power, no gas, just fish the Mississippi River. I don't know. Is that supposed to be good? I heard the Mississippi River is dangerous. And are the fish there clean there, Benny? I don't know. I would rough it like that for a week. Is Konichiwa here? Nobody's more crooked or full of lies than the Illinois politicians. I don't doubt it. Zelda said, haven't seen that dolly before. Oh my goodness, so cute. I know more about everything than anybody. I know more about anything. Blah, 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 blah. He's so full of shit. With numbers no one ever seen before. 60, 70, 80%. Numbers no one's ever seen before. He's so full of shit. Everything he says is... he doesn't know the truth. He doesn't know what it is. Shalane says she loves Scott Pelley too. Konichiwa says she just watched a live sunrise from Myrtle Beach. So pretty. Konichiwa, who are you in Myrtle Beach with? You don't want to share? Who are you with? Konichiwa. And I think that's awesome that you're up early looking at the sunrise. Good for you. Tina is a medical professional from Indiana. So for her to be down in Myrtle Beach and watching the sunrise on the ocean is probably a big deal for her. It is for anybody. I mean, I don't go down the ocean as often as I should. And I live in New Jersey. So to see the sunrise is a beautiful thing. And this is for Tina, who is in Myrtle Beach right now. I hope she's having a blast. I hope she's safe. And we all love Konichiwa. She is our friend Tina. My mom and dad would bring us down to Myrtle Beach sometimes. And there's a place down there, I forget what it's called, but it's like a cafeteria style. You go through with a tray like you're in high school, and you take a cup of beets, 25 cents. Oh yeah, I'll have a cup of macaroni salad. Like everything's out already. Did you ever go to one of those places in Myrtle Beach? They're I forget what the name of it is. It's like a cafeteria style restaurant. And you go through with a tray and you take what you want. Oh yeah, I like some roast beef. Oh yeah, some corn. Yeah. Oh, applesauce. And you just put whatever you want on your tray, and then you go through and they're like, just add it up. I like that kind of style. Do you ever do that? Tina, go check it out. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's even open anymore. Gail Ann says, I'm grateful that my father, who was a vet from the Korean War, didn't have to see Hegseth's speech for D-Day in France. Talk about restraint. I don't know why no one has taken a pot. No one has just knocked him the fuck out. Honestly. Because you're going to go to jail for I don't know how long, but does it seem like it would be worth it to just give a nice quick shot to Pete Hegseth right in the fucking jaw? I mean, he's such an asshole. Can you imagine? You know how angst are we over this evil group of people? I am. I mean, Bondi? She's still floating around out there. Hegseth, Patel. Now we got Peter Thiel, whoever the asshole is with the guy with the cleft lip. He just made himself the Department of Justice to teach, right? All these assholes. Can you imagine how much worse we would feel if Matt Gaetz was still around? He used to drive me fucking nuts. Whenever I saw his stupid fucking face, you just want to put your fist right through his teeth. I mean, what a doofy prick. Matt Gaetz. Can you imagine if he was still around? How much jacked up we would be? We would be like, oh my God, I'm leaving the country. Matt Gaetz? He wanted Matt Gaetz in charge of our FBI. Who's a pig? He's not even a man, Matt Gaetz. There's nothing honorable or strong or righteous about him. He's just a jerk off. And Patel's a little pussy too. So anyway, hopefully this regime is going to be arrested soon. Let's all pray and hope soon. Wouldn't that be awesome? It's June 8th. This is the month. This is the month. July 4th, the Transparency Act is going to go through, so a lot of changes economically are going to occur globally. And prepare yourself, because when that happens, I think we're going to be rid of him. He will be gone. And what's going to happen? Well, what should happen? Kamala Harris should be welcomed back. So should Tim Walz. You guys won the election. You were who the American people chose. So grateful to see Elon Musk being arrested. He was going to be arrested. Can you imagine if Elon Musk is arrested for interfering with all of our data and our election? Elon Musk has to be arrested. Who's going to get all his shit? Us. The American people will get Tesla, SpaceX, and all his other little businesses and ventures. We will get it. So at that point, America, stand up. We should have free insurance, free health insurance, free education, just like Israel. Cut our ties with Israel. Put Elon Musk and this administration in jail. Welcome back Kamala and Tim Walz. And the world will breathe a sigh of relief. I might ask for a job on Tim Walz's security team, because everybody says I look like Tim Walz. I'll protect him, but I can't because I got to stay with my mom. I can't leave my mom. Jerry, you've been hired by Tim Walz's security team. Congratulations. I'm sorry, I can't. My mom is still around. I got to stay here. No, I would bring my mom with me. I would. She's fun. If I got a job somewhere and it was good money, I'd say, Mom, come with me. Oh, Gail Ann, I am proud of you to know you. You're a good woman, and the fact that you honor your father and talk about him says a lot about you. Midas says that still fucked up my ears. Ooh, you guys, if this is hurting people, I do this to heal you, not to hurt you. Am I doing it too loud? Is this all right? Is that all right? I won't do it loud anymore. I've seen a few people. Midas is saying that I effed up his ears. I don't want to F up your ears. Oh, I'm sorry. Sienna says it's best to keep my AirPods out. I'm sorry. Dan the Man. Seffi Cake. Judge Dredd. I'm sorry I hurt your ears too. Chiara is joining us from Seattle, Washington. Good morning, Chiara. Manuel Tree Stand is from Custom, Chicago area. Judge Dredd says amen. Richard Grundle says it's 60 pounds per 6 months in Northern Ireland. Okay, so to register your vehicle in Ireland is 60 pounds. What is 60 pounds for American? What is that? Let me look it up. What is 60 pounds? What is 60 pounds currency in American dollars? Come on, AI. You that freaking slow? Jesus. 60 British pounds is equivalent to approximately $79. Okay. So that means in Northern Ireland, they're paying 120 British pounds per year or $160 American. So Ireland's not cheap. Ireland's not cheap. Here I am paying in New Jersey $71 to renew my registration, 71. And in Ireland, they're paying 180, over $100 more a year. Hey, $100 is $100. I mean, whatever. But it's your vehicle, so it's not going to kill you. It's twice a year. In Illinois, they charge you to use the freeways. Can I tell you something? I hate tolls. I think it's bullshit. I can't tell you how many fucking things I get in the mail. They take a photo of my car. Gotcha. I'm like, fuck you. It's ridiculous. You almost get in an accident trying to get in the right lane to pay a toll. And then some of the lanes say, keep moving, keep moving. I don't know why we have tolls in this country. Land of the free, home of the brave. Hey, I want to drive across the country. Well, you better have some money because there's a lot of tolls. If you go from New Jersey to New York or New Jersey to Brooklyn, New York, like my mom and I did last year, 2 years ago to see my uncle when he was dying, we would go twice a week, 3 times a week. It was ridiculous. It was like $50 in tolls. $50 in tolls to go from New Jersey to Brooklyn, New York. Now, if that's not some bullshit, I don't know what to tell you. Gail Ann says that Wyoming's expensive. Tree Stands says Illinois is a ripoff. He wishes he could move out. China soon will rule the world, man. Yo, China is not fucking around. China has their shit together, and they have for decades. The middle class in China is thriving. They are happy. What else in China is amazing? Their public transportation system, second to none. Their vehicles are safe and nice to drive. They're a happy country. China is so damn smart. Guess what? They're helping Russia finance the war in Ukraine, and they're helping the Ukrainians finance the war as well. So they're financing Russia and Ukraine in their own conflict. Who supports Ukraine financially? China. Who supports Russia financially? China. It's like selling liquor and then having a rehab down the street. Hey, you fucked up? Oh, have a beer. Oh, you want to go get better? Go down the street. I'm getting paid anyway. I don't know if that's a great analogy. But yeah, China is no joke. The US dollar is flailing. We've been printing so much money the past 2 years. We've printed more American dollar bills in the past 2 years than we have through the whole history of America. That's how much money we have printed. Now, you can print money as much as you want, but if it's not backed by anything, i.e. gold, what do you have? You don't got anything. So I believe now the global economy is not based upon the US dollar, maybe by a thread, but China is prepared to have the yen become the standard globally. That's why he's trying to control the oil situation with the Strait of Hormuz, because the American dollar doesn't have a leg to stand on. The American dollar's value is nothing. It's not worth it anymore. America, we have not done good. We have not done very well, America. Oh, anyway, how's everybody doing today? It's Monday. I was in bed early yesterday. Sunday, it was hot. I went in the pool yesterday morning. Everybody got mad at me because I was in green water. And I had just put some algicide and some shock in it, like an hour and a half prior. And then I hopped in the pool to stir up the algae with my body. And everybody yesterday was like, get him out of the pool. Get him out of the pool. So I listened to you. I get out of the pool. I took a shower. And I do have some green growth on the back of my neck now. I think I might be turning into the Swamp Thing. Dan the Man says it's $37 in Florida to register to renew your registration. In Australia, it's $850 a year. See? This is what happens. Okay, Australia probably doesn't pay a lot of taxes annually. They probably don't pay taxes, high taxes for their land or their homes, right? They don't probably pay a lot of taxes. In New Jersey, we pay an exorbitant amount of taxes for our homes. In my town, it can range from anywhere from $7,000 a year to $12,000 a year taxes for your home. So if you're paying that amount of money for your home to live, then that's why when you pay your registration, it's not so high, because they already have your money. You pay it annually just to live in New Jersey. So they don't nail you with the registration. In Australia, Isuzu is sharing with us that it's $850 a year to register your car. So that means they must not have a lot of taxes for your home. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, sweetheart. Tracy Von Brock. It's always nice seeing you. Judge Dredd said it's more than $1,000 where he comes from to register your car. Gail Ann said she spent $145. Sienna says they only spend $20 in Georgia. Illinois is $151. I think we talked about that. Okay, so rough to the rescues here. Our girlfriend, Christy, guaranteed we're going to be talking about dogs now, which is fine. Who doesn't love dogs? That's my thing. I told you guys, if you don't know this, they're trying to seriously change property taxes here in Florida, and I'm concerned about how they'll make up for the lost revenue. Jeff, they're going to nail you guys. Everybody's leaving Florida. I saw the 4 counties down your way. There's an exodus. There is an exodus occurring. But there's a lot of well, you're in a zone where there's a lot of hurricanes and stuff, right? I told you guys, when I'm in a store, supermarket, Target, Walmart, Marshalls, Costco, Acme, ShopRite, I don't care what store I'm in, if there are unruly children treating their parents rotten, being a real handful, I will howl. Is that weird? I don't care, because it works. Because like, what is that? And the parents will kind of, they go, I don't know what that is. You better be quiet. It's going to come find you. Kid's like, ah! Good, shut up. Stop yelling to your parents. Be nice, you little brat. Oh, what is all Ford Meridian's rich like here? I don't know. Dan the Man says hurricanes are an issue in Florida, but honestly, in my 59 years, I have taken a direct hit only once. Rough to the Rescue says they're trying to eliminate the state income tax in Missouri, which means it'll be a much bigger burden on the poor and middle class because sales tax will skyrocket. Exactly. They make up for it somewhere. In New Jersey, you pay a high tax to live. So they're not going to nickel and dime you with your registration. Why? Well, they want your car registered. You can't have unregistered vehicles on such a densely populated state. Accidents will occur. People will fucking get away with things. So you got to register your car. But New Jersey is expensive to live. Titan Bruce says, we could use some population decline around here. Ruff thinks Robert is awesome. Ruffto, I've softened my views. I like you guys talking. Shalane says, here in our country, it's going on the ballot in November. We just signed petitions to do away with property tax. I think senior citizens, if you're over 70 years old, you've paid your dues, you should not have to pay taxes. You shouldn't. You're going to die soon. Life is short. What the fuck? And they got people paying taxes until their final moments. Oh my gosh. And I'll tell you what, as a medical professional, let me just share this with you. When the time comes when your parents are declining, whether they have cancer, dementia, a heart condition, whatever they might be declining from, you got to make a decision on the quality of their life at the end of their life. Now, my dad, we had him for 3 months and he declined. He had heart and lung cancer, but they were more than willing to give him chemotherapy to try to fight it. And they said it had a 50% success rate. I'm like, what? 50% success rate? My dad has heart and lung cancer throughout. You're telling me he has a 50% chance? I said, what is the study that you're discussing? What was the range? Of course, the range was for people between ages 20 and 60. 50% success. My dad's 84. So I yelled at the doctor. I said, you're talking statistics and throwing out numbers that people bite onto for hope, and you're giving fucking false information. You can't say that a treatment for cancer has a 50% success rate when you're talking about a certain demographic, ages between 18 and 60 or 18 and 65. Why would you throw that statistic out there so loosely? My dad's 84. What's the statistics for him? Not good. So I said, exactly. So we chose to go palliative care, hospice. I was his hospice nurse. I had done hospice for 5 years. Not a big deal. Your final day should be filled feeling nauseous and going to treatments that are not going to be successful. You got to sometime acknowledge what the situation is, take a deep breath, and we move forward together, holding hands. I stayed near my dad 23 hours a day. I did not let him fall. I told him I loved him. My mom and I fed him, washed him, cared for him. It was an honor. Had we been going to chemotherapy, I think it would have been fucking terrible. So I'm just saying, the medical system, they will keep their claws in you until the day you die. You got to speak up and be their advocate. I can't tell you how many patients I've seen suffer in their final days of the last moments of their life because their families weren't good advocates. You got to be a good advocate. Jeff is down in Florida. He's our buddy. His name is Jeff. He goes by Titan Brew. He's our buddy down in Cape Coral, Florida. There's a lot of DeSantis is an idiot, and they want to put besides the stand your ground, don't argue with me because I'll shoot your ass. I mean, it's the Wild West in Florida. I would not want to live in Florida. In addition, they want to put radioactive material on the roads in Florida to make them fluorescent. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, let's pollute the state. Let's get everybody, going to have cancer so our roads glow. It's ridiculous, man. There's an exodus in Florida, but I don't know, Jeff, you're down there with your family. Do you think that you might leave and come back to Massachusetts, talk your kids and your grandchildren into leaving that heated paradise and come back to civilization? Or do you find you are very content and happy down there in Cape Coral, Florida? Your wife is there, your kids are there, your grandchildren are there. What are the chances that you might leave Florida? 10%, 90%, zero, what? Oh. But we have American nuclear warheads that work. Why does Israel have nuclear weapons? It's fucking disgusting. I'll tell you what needs to happen. The Israeli government and their military needs to be decapitated, stopped now. They are genocidal maniacs. The Israeli military are fucking evil. The shit they do is not good. I'm so Israeli'd out. Everybody should be disgusted with Israel. Disgusted. They take all of our money, $8 million a day, and then they take money from every state. We give them all our weapons, and what do? Oh, everybody's picking on us, so we got to attack this person, that person, this person, that person. They hate everybody, Israel. They hate everybody. If you're Christian, they hate you. If you're Muslim, they hate you. If you're not a Jew, they hate you. Tracy Bratt says that's why she has all coins. I have a lot of silver coins myself, Tracy. It's a good thing to have. Silver will always hold its value. In my mind, I have a bunch of silver coins because if you ever travel abroad, silver is silver is silver. So you don't have to worry about exchange rates. If I move to Albania or Cambodia or Panama or Ireland, silver is silver is silver, and you could get a fair price for your coin. I think that's why I do the same thing, Tracy. Hey, Brooke, good morning, sweetheart. That's not true. That's American propaganda. I don't believe that's true about the Chinese. They might say half the population is living in poverty. It's not true, Jeff. It's not. That's American propaganda bullshit. The Chinese middle class has grown exponentially over the past 2 decades. Their cities are gorgeous. If they're not everybody living on a farm out in rural China. They got their shit together. The Chinese have their shit together. I don't believe that they're half living in poverty. No. And if I don't believe it, I don't think that's true. Their navy is becoming bigger than ours. Chinese aren't stupid. They're very innovative. They got their heads on correctly. Their vessels, their destroyers, and their navy ships are being built with robots. They built up systems so that they can spit these ships out efficiently, and their navy's bigger than ours. And don't forget, the world is 80% water, so they're smart people, the Chinese. That's why Trump flew over there with his hat in his hand to go kiss their ass, and it didn't work. It did not work. They're fed up with us, and they should be. The whole world's fed up with America. The whole world's fed up with America. Florida is great for what it is. Paradise does not exist in the imperfect human world, says Robert Reitzik. Tyne Bruce says, there's well over 1 billion people in China. The dynamics are much different than here. Those people, they get stipends and stuff. They watch out for even the farmers out there. There's a huge population, right? But they're more content with what they have. I mean, how much air do you need to breathe? How much water do you need? How much space do you need? I would be happy in a cabin with fresh water, accessible to fresh water, and some food. Is there a doctor nearby? Great. Is there a church? Wonderful. Is there a tavern? Hey. Are there nice people around? Sure. Good. Oh, Jackie just joined us. Jackie is our girlfriend from down the shore. She is a grandmom and a mom, and she is an amazing woman. My neighbors are Chinese, straight from that's where I get my information. Wow. I've been misled because the people that I've spoken to, that's not the case. How is mom? She's awesome. She's sleeping. She's not being nice anymore. She's been nasty this week. I don't know why. So Titan says his neighbors are Chinese straight from there. That's where he gets his information. Wow. China's so big. I don't know. I guess it's like getting information from someone that lives in Washington State, and I'm comparing it to people that live in Washington, D.C. You know, I don't know. Stacy Stoltz is saying to everybody, how is everybody? I'm good. How are you guys? Good? It's Monday. Oh, I don't know how to Google this. Status of the average Chinese citizen? Question mark. Summary. AI is thinking about it. Here we go. Here we go. This is what AI is saying about China. The average Chinese citizen experiences a mix of improved living standards and ongoing challenges. In economic growth, China has seen significant economic growth, lifting hundreds of millions out of poverty. Now, Jeff has a point, though. There's 1 billion people. So a few million, what is 1 billion? 1,000 million. But if they're lifting hundreds of millions, it's still significant because 1 billion is 1,000 million. So anyway, China has seen significant economic growth, lifting hundreds of millions out of poverty. The country is classified as an upper middle class nation. So, Jeff, I think you have some poor Chinese folk who talked to you, and they were probably having it rough. That's why they're here in America. They weren't successful over in China, or they weren't in a good region of China. But what I'm reading here is quality of life. Recent years have brought improvements in income, healthcare access, and education. However, issues like income inequality and pollution persist. The median age in China is approximately 40 years old, 40.6 years old, indicating an aging population. About 16% of the population is aged 0 to 14, while 14.7% are 65 and older. The legacy of the one-child policy has resulted in a demographic imbalance, and urban-rural disparities in living conditions and standards remain significant. So there's truth to what we're both been told. China has seen significant economic growth, lifting hundreds of millions out of poverty. And that's what's happened in the past 2 decades. So anyway, Jeff, I know how smart you are, what a good guy you are. I don't doubt that your Chinese neighbors were finding it difficult over there. But overall, they're rising. And their challenges are because they only had, you can only have one child in China like 20 years ago. There's not a lot of children in China. Only 16% of the Chinese are under 14. 16% are under 14, while 14% are 65 and over. That's a big deal. Oh, Heavenly Father. Good morning, Ellen. Someone's deleting a message. I don't know. For some reason, I think it's because I'm so well groomed. People think that I'm gay. I'm not. I have gay friends. I've had gay friends in college. I don't currently have any gay friends in my life, but I am not gay. I'm a heterosexual male. And when people make comments, I think they're just trying to antagonize me and pull the angry Jerry out. But I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to get angry. God bless you. I follow this young American girl on YouTube, says Sienna. She's married to a man in China. They live in China. The healthcare is amazing there. That's what Sienna says. Shalane's laughing. I have no idea. Rough to the Rescue says, Jerry, do you seriously believe what you read on the internet is absolute truth? Absolutely not. I'm just saying, I just Googled this on Yahoo. AI is informing me of the status of China. I'm not fabricating anything. I'm not turning to Fox News or CNN or MSNBC or CBS. That bullshit. Shalene, I hear crank for sure. Stacy's asking me, how much is gas where you live, Jerry? I think it's like $4. I got a half a tank yesterday. It cost me $30. I always go down my half a tank and then I'll put gas in. So I had a half a tank of gas yesterday. I was just over half a tank. I had my car filled and I spent $30. So I think it's around $4 an hour, $4 a gallon. You need to Google the standard of living in China. Okay, Rough to the Rescue. Hey, listen. There ain't no good guy. There ain't no bad guy. There's only you and me, and we just disagree. Ooh, oh. Let's not all get heated. Just because I said China has a growing, healthy, and happy middle class, that's all I'm saying. I'm not, and I'm saying that the Chinese are happy. Then you go, they're fucking miserable. The Chinese want to fucking jump off a cliff. They're fucking poor. They're oppressed. I don't, that's not what I understand to be true. So I'm going to Google what she's saying. What is the standard of living in China? What is the standard of living in China? Now, mind you, why are we having this debate? Because you want to say, because the standard of living is so much better in the United States? I would beg to differ. I think our standard of living is shit in this country. People are dying on the streets. Veterans are committing suicide. People are losing their homes. You got a widening wealthy poverty gap in this country that's fucking ridiculous. And you got this asshole and his billionaire friends trying to rewrite everything so that we are a growing lower class and a diminishing middle class. The United States is fucking suffering. The middle class is getting a punch in the stomach, and it's because of this jerk off. Him and his stupid daughter and her husband, Jared Kushner, they can afford a fucking island outside Albania And then people can't even afford to fucking pay their car insurance and they're living in a shack. I mean, if you're going to argue about China compared to the United States, I will tell you that I think China is on the rise and the United States is on the decline. That's what I'm saying. United States declining, China going up. Okay, the standard of living in China has improved significantly in recent years. China has experienced rapid economic growth, leading to increased incomes and improved access to healthcare and education. The growth has also resulted in modern infrastructure development across urban and rural areas. Housing. There has been a notable boom in housing with increased ownership of appliances like television. China is improving. We are declining. Healthcare and education in China, access to these services has improved, contributing to better overall quality of life. And challenges. Despite these advancements, challenges such as income inequality, pollution, and an aging population persist. That's why I don't understand when people are like, yeah, bring the jobs over here. We want manufacturing jobs in America. Fucking A right. Oh yeah? You want more you want more factories and industry here in America? Guess what? Pollution, more pollution. And the people that would do those jobs aren't even around anymore. You think that these kids today want to work in a fucking factory? They can't even tie their shoe. They don't even go outside when they come home. They lay down and go on their phone. These kids today don't want to work in a factory. They would falter. So that's why we give it away, the manufacturing jobs. China ranks 162nd out of 197 countries in terms of cost of living. So it's a poor country, but their middle class is rising. That's all. That's the whole point. I was just saying. China is on the upswing. America is on the downswing. That's all. That's all. Let's not argue with each other. I disagree again, and that's okay, Christy. Christy's very content and everything that's good with, taking care of her dogs and stuff, but she's a smart girl, smart woman, but she's saying the kids today are so much smarter and resourceful than we ever were. I disagree. Have you ever spoken to the kids today? They cannot write. Their communication skills are low. They don't write enough to communicate well. They don't read enough to communicate well. They get all their information on the phone. I don't know how many children you guys have been around. I have been substitute teaching for the past 3 years, and I'm telling you, these kids are not more resourceful than us. Are you kidding me with that statement? That is crazy. To say that our standard of living is better than ever in the history of the world, I will just remind you that our country has more people incarcerated than any other country in the world. We have more people in jail. We have oppressed the black population. You wonder why there's no black fathers around? Because they're in jail. Because if I did a crime, I would get 6 months. If a black guy does a crime, he's going to get 5 years. If I were to do something, get pissed off, take a swing at a cop, fucking, whatever, I might do a year in jail. A black guy's going to do 10. I don't think we can really even adequately rate where we are, because there's a big gap. There's a big gap. Rhonda's saying China is buying American farms. Not only is China buying American farms, China is purchasing all the property. Google this. All our military bases in America, look outside the bases. The bases are usually placed in a rural area, right? China has been purchasing property located outside our military bases. Everywhere, all across the United States. Wherever there's a military base, a Navy installation, a fort, an Army fort, they are purchasing property around that base. Why? Better learn how to speak Chinese. I love Chinese food. Love it. I love Chinese food. Tracy Vanderberg saying, how about making stuff to last longer? Washers, dryers, stop making junk. How about we would stop filling our landfills? They're designed to have a half-life. These products that come from, that we produce, they're not meant to last. Your refrigerator is meant to break. There's always some plastic piece. They fucking did tests on it that you keep getting ice from your refrigerator. It's going to go. You got to have it replaced. I mean, I agree with Tracy. They don't want things to last because it doesn't put money in their pocket, but it's not good for the environment. Dan the Man says, Jerry, I am in the manufacturing sector in Florida. In my experience, the younger generation are not coming in for manufacturing jobs. They're not. They don't want to get the fuck off the couch. These poor kids. Russell Dixon says, kids Google just enough to get themselves in trouble. They're buying real estate in this land. They're buying real estate in this country. They are purchasing land that surround our military installations. They have a plan, the Chinese. They're not stupid. The Chinese go into Australia, Africa, South America, and they go with their ambassadors and their people to meet with the leaders of those countries or areas. And they say, listen, you guys are sitting on diamonds, titanium, uranium, plutonium, whatever. We know this to be true. We, the Chinese, would love to come in, build your infrastructure, mine your minerals. We will hire your population to work in our whatever we're doing. Let's move forward. And that's how the Chinese handle it. They go in peacefully. They don't go in like we do. Let's send a fucking SEAL team in to assassinate the leader of this country. And then they'll have another leader and he'll be more favorable to us, taking what we want. Well, who's the us taking what we want? It's the billionaire friends of Donald Trump. We don't know half the shit that our military is involved in South America and Africa. There's a lot of shit going on that we don't have any idea what goes on because it's benefiting not us as a nation, it's benefiting the billionaires who control the people that control the military to do their bidding. That's why anymore I don't get excited watching Navy SEALs and Green Berets and Rangers and shit because I don't think they're going into situations now to rescue a kidnapped teacher or to protect a group of people. No, they're going in subversively to stir up a bunch of shit for the benefits of a few here in America. At least the Chinese are forthright with what the fuck they're doing. We're going to pay you a good price for this. Here's what we're willing to do. What do you think the Chinese did in Panama Canal Zone? In 2017, up to that point, the Taiwanese controlled the Panama Canal Zone. In 2017, with the growth that China was experiencing economically and expanding and doing all these other things. That's why their middle class is rising. They went to Panamanians and said, hey, look, we would like to control the Panama Canal. We will work on your infrastructure. We will build homes. We will build schools. We will build hospitals. We'll build sewage, electrical, roads. We will increase the quality of life for the Panamanian people if you want us to come into your country, and we will maintain the Panama Canal, which isn't cheap. They did that in 2017. So then, up until this past year, fuckhead Trump, Panama Canal, we built that thing. We should have it. Hey, asshole. We have an agreement with the Panamanians. We gave that canal back to them. We still utilize it, but we don't control it. So when America did that, China's decided to what? What's China doing now regarding, and we won't see this because we're going to be dead someday. You know, this is going to continue. The Chinese are building a rail system across Mexico to connect the Gulf of Mexico with the Pacific Ocean. So what did the Chinese in their mind say? Fuck you, Trump, and fuck the Panama Canal. We're going to put our goods from our cargo ships on rail systems and shoot them across Mexico. Reload them on a cargo vessel, and they're going to go on their way. The Chinese aren't missing a beat. They think we can't intimidate the Chinese. And nor should we try. Everybody should. But then again, we don't have any ambassadors anymore to keep peace in the world. And it seems that everybody in the Department of Justice, all the little sections in the Department of Justice, and every department for that matter, has been removed by this fucking asshole that maintain integrity within that system. Everybody that's there to monitor how things are done, are they done correctly? Is it ethical? Is it legal? They're all been removed so that these people can go in and do whatever the fuck they want. So if you're not upset at our country right now, I mean, he's ripping everything out of our infrastructure, of our administration. All the checks and balances are gone. He did that the first week, didn't he? Took all the people out from the air traffic controller. Oh, you're black? Oh, you're not a good traffic controller. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, you're a Puerto Rican air traffic controller? You're not any good. Get out of here. So you lost all these air traffic controllers. And what happened? Didn't a plane go down? Didn't a helicopter run into a plane that month? Remember how dark and dismal that time was? Do you remember that a military helicopter flew into that civilian plane? Right into it. He wants to destroy America. He doesn't care about America. We have the wrong people in jail. The wrong people are in jail. You got these hardworking immigrants. We're a land of immigrants trying to get into this system. And we completely rewrote the rules halfway through the game. They were playing by the rules, and we said, fuck it. We're going to change the rules. Let me see your paper. Throw it away. Turn around. Handcuff you and put you in jail. For what? For having brown skin and black hair. Oh, Lord. So anyway, I don't want this to be, oh my God, I don't know. It's Monday morning. I'm feeling a slight heaviness. I think it's a shitty time in our history right now. So we just got to pray that goodness is going to prevail soon. And what is Peter Thiel? Who's the guy that's running our Department of Justice now? The guy with the cleft lip. What's his name? The Trump loyalist. That piece of shit. Who is the acting U.S. Attorney General? Todd Blanche. Todd Blanche. They're ripping out all the checks and balances in the Department of Justice. So, I mean, you got to hope that arrests were going to happen soon. Todd Blanche was born on my birthday. Todd Blanche. I can't stand him. He has the same birthday as I, but I'm 11 years older than him. Anyway, listen, you guys, I'm going to ring the bell, go outside. Well, it's too cold outside. It's a shitty day out there today. But we'll still go outside. Let's go see what the temperature is. I lost the key to the shed. I haven't been able to get in the shed for 5 days. My mom has a spare key. When she has the time, maybe she'll give it to me so I can fill my bird feeders. Of course, she's mad at me because I lost the key. Have you ever lost the key to your shed? Things happen. Oh. $70 degrees, right? Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Okay. Good morning, guys. All right. Yes, indeed. So anyway, it is this. What is today? The 6th. It's a Monday. What are you guys doing today? Anything? Karen says the last plant looks like a tomato plant. We're going to see what they are, Karen. I don't know what they are. It is distressing come Monday mornings. These days, we just need to extend kindness to all of you here. Stacy says, my mother's birthday is June 28th. Jerry, love my mother. My mom's birthday is the 24th, and my dad is the 25th. So, yeah. Man, you could really see where they froze me, huh? I got froze here. I got frozen there. And frozen there. Hey, just because we're talking politics and the terrible state of affairs that's going on, I'll just reiterate, there's nothing but love coming from me here in South Jersey. I hold no contempt for anyone. I love everybody on this platform. We have grown a nice family, and if we have different point of view, then we discuss it. I'll listen to anything that anyone says. I don't think that I'm right about everything. And if you want to correct me, and we could discuss it. But it's a Monday morning. It's a little heavy with everything going on. I can't stand what happened to the Irish president's sister by Israel. Just that's not disturbing. I don't know. The Israelis tortured her. I got my towel and everything ready in case we went outside, but it's too cold to go in the pool right now. I hear Cindy upstairs, my mom. Oh, she forgot to turn Daddy's light on last night. Yo, those lavender plants will grow, won't they? I just put those in like 2 days ago for my mom. They look like they grew already. My neighbor's stepdaughter coming home from work. She's in a rush to get home, I guess. I was like, what the hell's this person speeding on the street? She lives right across the street from me. People disrespect their own streets, you know? I always drive slowly on my own street and other residential streets too. I drive slow. I don't think people should drive more than 35, 40 miles an hour on a residential street. It just, speed limit's 25 miles an hour. Oh, I got a box out front. I don't know if you saw me. This is a battery for Ring. It's a Ring battery. I got to charge it. I have 4 Ring cameras outside and 1 inside. So if I leave the house, I can see who's around my house, around my mom's house. I just got this package. I don't know what's in it. So I'm going to open it in front of you. This is part of our thing. You guys, we hang out in the morning and it's just whatever. Check packages, talk politics, check the weather. Ooh, nice. I had skin cancer, and so I have 4 royal blue hats, and now I have a light blue one. What? Keeping that skin cancer at bay, yo. I like light blue. Isn't it nice? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Here's my mom and I. Homestead Air Force Base, Florida, 1968. It is the 8th of June, Monday morning, 7:17 a.m. And that is my mom and I at Homestead Air Force Base in Florida in 1968. I was 5 years old. And we're both smiling because my dad is taking the picture. And we miss my father terribly. I miss him. I miss my dad. I wish he was here. I really do. Of course, my dad, I can still remember him saying to me, Rod, I'm not going to be around forever. Did your parents tell you the same thing? Stacy, I'm not going to be around forever. Christy, I'm not going to be around forever. Did your parents tell you that? Goes in one ear and out the other until they're not here anymore, and now it punches you right in the stomach. Anyway, Jerry, did you check your pants pockets? Oh, for the for the key to the shed. I'm going to go in my laundry bin and look at Tracy, you're an awesome friend. You're a good person. Did you check your pockets? I am, Tracy. I'm going to go downstairs and check my laundry right now. I bet I did stick them in my pocket. Shalane says, Jerry, I bet it's in the shed. Make me a bet. Well, I had to lock the shed, so it can't be in the shed. The key can't be in the shed. I wouldn't have been able to lock the shed. It's on a lanyard and everything. I lose shit so quickly. Why do you think I order these hats? I have 4 hats that are navy or royal blue, and now I have a light blue one. Gotta wear a hat. Gotta wear a hat this summer, guys. Don't get sunburned. Oh, Deborah, it's not that good today. Someone's cranky. I'm not cranky. We were just talking. Oh, my God. Did you get grounded? My mom is mad at me. When did we get an argument? We got an argument when she was all stressed out when I got my results from my biopsy. And she made the doctor's visit, difficult. But I still love her. I just didn't go out to lunch with her afterwards. We were going to go get a hamburger, and I said I didn't want to go. So she's mad at me. Jerry's mom is mad at him. Oh, my gosh. His mom holding the key. I don't think she would hide it from me. Let's Team You Together says the entire system needs to be rehauled. All these people need to be taken out of office that are supporting Israel. Exactly. And the genocide in Gaza. And Trump's... Exactly. If you support Israel, you got to go. You are supporting genocide. And those beautiful kids... Did you see the pictures of those 160 little Iranian girls? Those little precious kids, 12 years old. Not even women yet. They're just these little precious girls. And they were taken out. Do you know what happened? Do you guys know what happened? They were taken out by a Tomahawk missile, which has extreme accuracy. It'll hit a target within 30 meters, dead on, okay? Travel hundreds of miles and land within 30, maybe even 30 feet, but I say 90 meters. Pete Hegseth, with his infinite stupidity, when he became acting or the Secretary of Defense, he pulled out a group within the Pentagon, which job it was to make sure there would be no um, civilian casualties, that what's it called, collateral damage did not occur, right? And they would do checks and balances to make sure that civilians weren't killed. Pete Hegseth removed them. The girls' school used to be, before it became a girls' school, it used to be something not good, something that, like, they manufactured something there. But then they turned it into a girls' school. This group in the Pentagon would have been found that out. They would have said, no, 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 no. It's not making microchips. It's not making triggers or weapons. There's a girls' school there. We can't fire upon that. He got his data. It was false data, and they okayed for that building to be destroyed. And who was in it? 160 school children. So, oh Lord. What happened to Stacy? Stacy says, my father is sick and end of his life. He is 85 years old. You know, there's a book out. I was going to do it with my dad, but I thought it was too obvious what I was doing. So I was sitting talking to my dad. There's a book they can fill out. What's their favorite memory of you? What's their happiest moment in their life? When in their life were they most scared? When in their life were they most proud of themselves? When in their life were they most proud of you? There's a book out there, things that parents should answer before they pass. My dad was dying, and so I didn't feel like having him fill out a book. So I would sit and talk, Dad, what you have for breakfast when you were little? What's your favorite memory, Dad? What was one of your favorite memories? And I was surprised at his answers. It was cool. We really talked a lot. So I would say to Stacy, if your dad is passing, to stay close to his side so he doesn't fall. Give him whatever he wants, whether it's chocolate, a shot of Jim Beam, if he wants to smoke a joint. I don't care what your father, whatever he wants, give him. A Snickers bar, ice cream, a cigar, whatever your father wants, allow him to have it. And reassure him and constantly, tell him that you love him. I told my dad 20 times a day when he was dying, and I had the privilege of caring for him, how much I loved him and what a great dad he was. I said, Dad, you were the best dad. And he would say, Jared, that was my job. It's my job. Stacy, I'm sorry about your dad. It's not easy. It's not easy. And it happens quickly, too. I mean, those 3 months shot past so fast. But yeah, you got to be your dad's advocate. Christy says, my dad died on the day of the OJ chase back in 1994. Well, that's not going to be easy to forget. Gail Ann says she was 11 in 1968. Quick math, everybody. When was she born? 1957. Jerry, is your mom hanging clothes diapers on the line in that picture? Yes, Jeff, that is so funny. She's hanging. First of all, I love clotheslines. Clotheslines and clothespins to me represent civilization and love. Because if your mom's going to hang out your clothes, she loves you. But yeah, we're on the lanai, they call it in Florida, and she's hanging diapers. There's diapers right here. You know, it's neat when you were a kid growing up. Like we were I'm born in upstate New York, and then we lived in Montana, and then you find yourself in Panama Canal Zone and in Florida. What was neat as a kid was the wildlife. There were lizards. You try to catch a lizard, and the tail would come off, and it'd still be moving. The tail would still be moving. I think they call them, what do they call them? They can change color. These lizards can change color. I'll tell you what, when I was a kid in Panama, there was a lot of rain. Huge, huge frogs in Panama, the size of a paper plate. I mean, huge frogs. You could go outside of your house and pick a mango off the tree and eat it. It was a neat place to live, Panama. Big frogs, huge frogs. Anyway, listen, we're going to get through this, guys. I'm sorry if this morning was kind of heavy and we were talking about politics, but there was not a lot of anger, no cussing, just a slight heaviness today. It's a dark time in America, and we're all feeling it. I saw this girl on TikTok yesterday who I like. She's a very attractive woman, and I related to exactly what she said. She goes, you know what? I'm done. I'm over it. She goes, I'm so disappointed in this world. I'm so disappointed in the hate and the widening gap between the wealthy and the poor. I'm so disgusted at the suffering, the needless suffering occurring because people are indifferent or full of hate. And I have to agree. I'm just so burnt on it too. I'm burnt out on it. Of course, she was more of a Christian than I. She said, I can't wait for the skies to open up and to be lifted up into the sky, to go home, she said. I can't wait for Jesus to return and for this nightmare here on earth to end. That's what she said. And I was like, man, I can really understand where she's coming from. She's tired of the hate. It's terrible. It's what happened in Gaza this past year is it's genocide, and when you still have people in our government saying that they support Israel, I'm floored. I'm just so I don't know what the fuck to do or where to go. I too am waiting for Jesus to come. Well, will I be risen up? I don't know. Am I one of the 144,000? I hope so. The kids murdered in Gaza, the children murdered in Gaza, then the kids killed in Iran. You got a flotilla heading to Gaza to feed the remaining children and women and children who are starving to death, and the Israeli government arrests them on the high seas and then puts them on a prison barge where they get sunburned and they're beaten. And their crime was what? Bringing food and water to suffering people in Gaza. That was their crime. What did Israel do? Arrested them and beat them. So, I mean, if you're not Israeli the fuck out, I don't know what to tell you. I am so pissed off at Israel. And that fucking Biev, whatever his name is, that jerk off, Secretary of Interior Defense, whatever he is. What's his name? He fat little fuck with he looks devious. Biev, something Ben Biev, I don't know his name. Anyway, I've been on for 1 hour, 29 minutes and 33 seconds. I'm going to get off in 25 seconds because I've been on for 1 hour and 30 minutes, and that is enough. I'm going to make some phone calls, and I think I'm going to go on a road trip. First, I'm going to check my laundry. Tracy said I might have lost my shed key. It's probably in a pocket in my laundry. So I'm going to go downstairs and see that. Christy is saying Christy's parents were older than she was. They were much older than she was born they were older when they had Christy. So in her heart, she always knew that she was going to lose her parents. And that's tough, Christy. I'm sure you still love them very much. Her brother used to say they're old. I'm so sorry, Stacy. It's not easy. Dan the man says his dad passed away when he was 14. He's 59 and he still thinks of him regularly. I can't imagine losing your dad at 13. 14? That's a tough time to lose your dad, Dan the man. 14 years old, it's tough. Deborah says, I didn't think you were cranky. Christy's sweet. Jerry's not cranky today. Jerry's being Jerry. And that's why I love you guys, man. I'm so grateful for you guys. I mean, honestly, I can't wait for us all to get together. You guys are my best friends. I haven't spoken to my 3 buddies in some weeks, and I love them. But, James isn't married, but he's always traveling. My buddy James, he's divorced, but he works for Johnson & Johnson. He was a computer guy. He helped me pass computer science at Trenton State because I needed to take it again. I failed my class at the Air Force Academy, and I had to retake it. So James got me through that class. I got a B+. But he's a smart guy, and he works for Johnson & Johnson. They fly him all around the world. So I don't see him much. My friend Doran, who I love, he's a fireman over in Philadelphia. He's married. He has his own things going on. And my buddy Jim Steinhagen, who I adore, he's one of my sweetest, dearest friends. He's married and he has kids, so he has shit going on. Everybody has things going on. So honestly, I've never met any of you guys. Well, one of you, but I haven't met any of you guys. And you're my best friends. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I'm going to show you a picture. I'll show you a picture. I hear my mom coming down on the Stairmaster, the stair lift. I'm not going to greet her because I don't know what type of mood she's in. I'm going to show you a picture of my friend James. This is my buddy James and my mom. Tell me she doesn't look happy being with my friend. He's one of the smartest guys that I've met. He's intelligent. He was an all-state champ wrestler. He's just the best guy, and I'm so honored to call him a friend. But yeah, I don't see my friends much anymore. I'm sure we're all in the same boat. We don't see our friends as much as we'd like. But anyway, you've seen all my pictures. I got to pull more pictures out on here. I'm going to show you a funny picture. This is during basic training at the Air Force Academy. This is me. And there's my friend Jane, Chuck Kinnaman. That's Derek Hudson. He became a professor. But anyway, he had a little cut on his forehead. So he had a little cut, a little nick. And so the upperclassmen wrapped his head like that to humiliate him. We all laughed. We all knew they were trying to humiliate him, but it's funny. There's me. 1982. What is that? 44 years ago. Hi, Mom. She said good morning. At least she waved to me. So anyway, I'm going to get off. What are you guys doing today? What's everybody doing today? It's Monday. I have nothing to do. I'm not going to do laundry. It's shitty out. So. Jeff had to take a diaper out of the toilet. We have a person from Slovenia on with us now. Kel Fabrice says, my nephew is a New Jersey state champion wrestler, first place freshman, sophomore, junior, and then got a scholarship to Iowa. Woo! Kel Fabrice. Those Iowa wrestlers are the best. Congratulations to your nephew. I bet he's an amazing young man. Oh, your 30 seconds is up, Pepper. Bye, Bella. Where'd Bella go? Oh, beautiful picture of mom with James. Yeah, right? James, he loves my mom. He lost his mom 3 years ago. James took care of his mom until she died. And so I said, listen, I know you miss your mom. I'm willing to share mine. Come over. My mom is always happy to see James. She really loves him. He's just such a good person. He's just a really very sweet, intelligent, strong, good guy. This other picture I'm going to show you, this is a picture of my buddy Doran, who I flew in the Air Force with. He's now a fire chief over in Philadelphia. And my other friend is Tom. He's MAGA, and I miss Tom. I love Tom. He's a nurse anesthetist. Doran is my black friend here, and Tom is my white friend. And Doran and I were in the reserves together, and we were like ebony and ivory. Like I was black, I was white, block-headed guy. He's a black, block-headed guy, and we just became really good friends. And it's funny, we met for drinks. I said, you guys, I want you guys to meet. I want you two to meet because you're my dear friends. We met in Philadelphia, and the bartender's like, are you guys here for the Marines were there for something. I don't know if it was the Marines' birthday or it was Veterans Day, something. I think it was a Veterans Day event. And this is like 4 years ago. I said, no, we're not here for that. We're veterans, but no, we're not here for the Marine Corps. Oh, really? What did you do? I said, we were both flight medics in the Air Force. Don't you know some guy was listening to our conversation and he paid our tab? I mean, we each had like 3 or 4 drinks plus food. And I thought that was really nice. Somebody was listening in and paid for our lunch. And that's it. Oh, these are 3 of my cousins, and these are 2 of my cousins, and my cousin's husband Jack, he lost a lot of weight. He's not doing too well. I don't know what his condition is, but that's Long Island. Anyway, my mom is up. I'm going to go say good morning and see what's happening with the day coming, what's going to happen. Peppa's saying yes, Rebecca is saying that they're shutting down channels for speaking about the orange guy. They are. The oppression is great. It's all right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Have a great Monday. It's the 8th of June. I'll see you perhaps this afternoon, but I'll definitely see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. And maybe I'll go on TikTok or I'll come back on around 2 this afternoon and just see how your Monday's unfolding. So wherever you are, if it's sunny out, put your sunscreen on and put on a hat. Don't get sun damage this summer. Wear your sunscreen and put on a hat, all right? I love you. I'm sending you guys hugs and kisses from New Jersey. We're going to get through this. This is a nightmare. It'll end soon. I believe it's going to end soon, all right? You guys have a great day. Tina, I love you. Thank you for being... Tina, send us pictures about Myrtle Beach. Send us pictures of Myrtle Beach, Tina. You guys are awesome, and I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you around 2 this afternoon.